Hi everyone, this is Anne here from Tango Space, and Pablo and I, we help tango dancers from all over the world to dance tango more elegantly, creatively, and in a more confident way. And in this video, I wanted to tell you the two stories of when I first went dancing to Buenos Aires and compare basically my first experience with my second one. Um, and and basically draw a lesson for you about what's the best approach if you want to take your tango dancing to the next level in fast and if you want to avoid the mistakes that I made. And so the first time I went to Buenos Aires, I was 25. I had been dancing for 2 years. I was at the excited start of my tango journey, and Buenos Aires was the thing that I had to do, that I knew I wanted to do. um, by the way, if you're thinking of going to Buenos Aires, let me know in the comments. Give me a yes or a me too in the comments, please, so that I know. People are not always in the same mind in terms of going there or no. I know I wanted to go. Some people don't want to go at all. I really wanted to go, and I was convinced that it would transform my tango dancing. Just going there would make me understand everything. And I landed there, and I arrived in this like tango place, or like hostel with a lot of tango dancers, and there were like all of these flyers for all of the milongas, and there was the listing of the milongas. At the time it was like a newspaper, and there was all of this tango, and I had no idea what to do, where to go, who to go who to go with. And so I would kind of like I would go to a class and then not really know the teachers, or like know no one in the class, the other students, and feel a bit discouraged. And then I would go to a milonga and not know anyone and not really know where to go. And I was really young, so I was looking for like the youngest people, and sometimes I would end up in milongas where I didn't really fit. It was really interesting, but I didn't feel really like I knew what I was doing. So I would just kind of like go to the milonga, go to dancing, go to a class, and then stop for a few days and travel and visit and have coffee and go to the flea market and meet people there, and then go back to tango, and then feel a bit discouraged again, or not really having guidance about where to go next. So I would do something else and then go back to tango, on and off. And the first time, really, I felt that I did very little tango, and it was not a really satisfying experience, because I didn't really see my tango evolve, and I didn't really know what to do, and I felt completely lost in this mecca of tango that I had dreamt about going to. And the second time I went to Buenos Aires, it was with Pablo. We had started teaching together, and we went to see his family, obviously. His family is amazing, very cool. To see his mom, his dad, his sister. His brother was not living there yet. And the thing that was like we went there to see his family, and also because I wanted to really improve my tango, and it was at the beginning of our teaching journey. So Pablo had been teaching for some years already, but I wanted to go to the next level to teach with him. So we went with the focus on learning and really being serious about tango and immersing ourselves into tango, or immersing me into tango at least. And here it was much better because I was with him. So we went to this specific studio, always following the same teachers, or at least the same style, when he would guide me to the milongas, and so I would know where to go. And we did a lot of tango at that moment, like really immersing ourselves into tango. And the difference in terms of how much my tango had improved between the first and the second trip, where it was huge, basically. And that was because basically I had truly been immersed into tango dancing, and because there was no space in between my lessons or in between my practice time, I didn't have the time to forget, and I could really go deep. So For example, I would, you take 1 hour, and then the next hour, everything that the teacher had said just before, you remember, you realize, you're hearing it in a different way, and you are able to go much deeper and build the muscle memory in a way that is much more precise, in a way, and much more efficient. And so Pablo and I, when we saw that, the impact of really being focused into Tango for a few days, making it, immersing yourself into Tango, we knew that this was what was missing from our students' lives, and we knew that we wanted to offer that to our students as well. So some of you feel that it is taking you forever to learn how to dance tango, or that going to the next level is taking you a really long time. You might be starting to doubt yourself, like, do I have really high standards, too high standards for myself as a dancer? Will I ever get there? Is it, will I reach a moment in my tango life where I don't feel frustrated when I go to the milongas? And so if you are there, we want to really encourage you to do a full immersion into tango dancing. Now, we know that for some of you, it's not possible to go to Buenos Aires for 3 weeks and learn with, the maestros in the studio in San Telmo that I went to. But that's why we have created retreats with Pablo, where we take you for 3 days and we fully immerse you into tango. We have 3 days of teaching, a step-by-step program that build on top of each other. We are here to give you hands-on, personalized feedback. We have practicas as well, where we encourage you to practice everything that we have seen during the day. So 3 practicas, 1 per day at the end of each day. And you are dancing with a lot of different people. And that way, because everything is happening at such an with such intensity, we can really go deep. If we tell you something in the first lesson where we are working on individual technique, 1 hour after, you are bringing that to the embrace, and it makes sense, and you can start putting it into your embrace. And then 1 hour later, we are looking at this, but in the circular movements, and you can adapt your embrace to the circular movements, and everything that we have seen before basically really makes sense, and you are able to take everything with you. So I hope that makes sense. This is why we really love immersing you into tango and truly believe in it. Of course, you can go the slower route if it's better for you. But if you are somebody who wants to take your tango to the next level, then do an immersion. And if you want to learn from us, come to one of our retreats, because we go deep with you and we give you personalized feedback and we immerse you into tango, and it's very powerful. So we have one of those retreats happening in Paris once a year. This one was sold out in half a day, which is why we have decided with Pablo to do another retreat, the Dance with Confidence experience, in the US, in California, this coming September. And it's going to be amazing. So please come. If it's for you, please come. So you have 3 days of immersion into tango. We are going to teach you the technique skills that you need and the embrace tools that you need in order to feel really confident dancing with anyone, being in the flow of the music, improving the quality of your dancing, connecting your steps to the music. So a really rich program to help you stop thinking when you are dancing. It's going to be amazing. And in addition to that, we have added a lot of extra online bonuses for the 4 months before. Lots of bonuses where you have a free personal session with Pablo, where he's going to review your dancing. We have a musicality masterclass on the 4 most influential tango orchestras. We have technique live sessions with solo exercises you can do at home for balance, etc., etc., etc. A lot of stuff. So if this is interesting for you, if you think this is the right next step for your tango, or maybe, make sure you sign up to the waitlist. We are going to open registrations at the end of March, and Well, Paris was sold out in half a day, so we don't want you to miss it. So sign up to the waitlist so that you are notified when we open registrations and you can decide if it's for you or not. I have put the link in the comments, and I hope that you're going to join us and that we will meet you in the US in September in California. Bye. See you soon.